Alright, y'all, sorry about that. Trying to pick up where we left off. Had a little bit of a power outage here tonight. Looks like we're getting some snow flurries outside. So that's pretty cool. I think everything is pretty much picked up where we left off of it. So hopefully, Aaron, I think you're watching. If you are, bud, let me know. Can you shoot me a text and let me know if everything's coming through all right? Got about 12 minutes to go with this practice session. Snow in November. That's pretty wicked. So we had a little bit of power flickering going on, and I happened to lose internet connection. So hopefully we'll be good for the rest of this evening. I can get this broadcast brought to you, and everything be good to go. Just gonna check on a few more things here, so bear with me. Just making sure that nothing changed or got messed up or any of that. I think. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, Aaron. I know you're busy. Let's check our race info one more time. All of that appears to be showing up like it's supposed to, so I think we're good there, even though, oh, a couple of losses of control there. Let's go ahead and get that off your screen. Well, it looks like he just finished the job, huh? We're trying to bring you guys some better quality stuff here, and the end goal is to get back to doing our own broadcast and covering our own stuff, and yeah, hopefully, much like we added the street stocks here, we get some other series added in. A couple of members have voiced suggestions on some other series. Got a few things in the works. Just trying to make it all happen and keep you guys entertained as we move along and grow in numbers. League is definitely, if everyone that signed up for StreetStock shows up, we're gonna have a nice grid for sure, and I'm kind of excited for it. Should definitely be a good time. Get you some lap times up on the screen here. It looks like we still have the same three out running. Yeah, I apologize. I'm a little taken aback right now. We're in South Carolina, and it's unheard of for South Carolina to be getting flurries in November. Usually it's Christmas and still 85 degrees outside. So this cold front that's moving in, it's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, let's take you around to some of our other drivers here, because we've got Seth Bell in the 75. That's Zachary Audit in the number 2 of the Mellow Yellow car. and Thibodeau in the number 8. So far, it's been just these guys. I think, believe Gregory Farmer jumped in for a brief minute. He had to if he's got a 39-second lap time, but he could be making adjustments in the pits there. Although it's not showing him in the pit, so I'm not sure what's going on. I do know he participated in the race, so he should be showing up here shortly. So again, we have another recruitment race coming up this Wednesday. Be at Southern National Motorsports Park. I want to say, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe we're going to do 50 laps there. So I'm going to do my best to bring it to you guys Thursday evening. Probably closer to 9 p.m. or so. So hopefully, a little bit of contact there between Thibodeau and Zachary Audit. I'm really surprised that wasn't worse than what it was. But like I said, Wednesday night, the race on Wednesday for the StreetStocks, we'll be airing that on Thursday, about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you ain't got nothing going on, jump in and give it a watch. Hopefully, with the right amount of advertising and everything we've been putting into it, it'll get some more notice and get more folks out there on the track, and hopefully have you a fuller grid than what we've had this past Wednesday with just 8 cars. Y'all, I'm going to take a little break here for a minute. I've just been informed about some of the, looks like some of our stuff on screen isn't showing up like it should. Y'all give me a second and let me see if I can't get it worked out before we start this race in 4 minutes. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. I think we got everything worked out. I do want to mention, if you're watching the stream from a desktop or PC on YouTube, you may want to go full screen because some of the information, like the tower ticker up top left, it won't show up all the way. That's what I was just trying to get adjusted just now. But all you got to do is go full screen, and you'll be able to see everything you need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you up some data real quick here from practice. I'm gonna give you a overall view of lap times and everything from practice just now, since the session's wrapped up and we are now in qualifying. So check out the middle of your screen there. We got lap times. Looks like Zachary Audit had the fastest time during practice. We'll see if that changes during qualifying once we get everybody gridded up here. You're seeing two Joseph Thibodeau's on the screen. That is not a mistake. There was, in fact, two separate, I believe if I had to assume they were related. One of them was having, I believe, technical issues in the beginning of practice. So I think he left out of the session well before he could even get any laps down on qualifying. So that is not a typo or anything like that. That was an actual person who was in and just had issues. So nothing to worry about there. But go ahead and take those results down real quick. As we finish up in qualifying here, I will go ahead and get the next window ready for you. While we're at it, let's go ahead and check out our race info again, see if anything's changed temperature-wise. Look like temperature has gone down a little bit more. 83% humidity. Wind gust has definitely went down from 10 miles an hour to 8. So should be a pretty good time. See what happens as we round out qualifying here. We've got about a minute and 20 seconds left. Hopefully we can finish this broadcast with no more interruptions from the weather craziness going on outside. I'm still kind of floored by that. Flurries and a little bit of snow in November. Who would have thought? I didn't have that on my bingo card for this year. So we've got a couple of more names that filed in. We are going to switch tickers for a moment here, give you a little bit more fuller view of the track. You see we have about 20 or so seconds left before we wrap up qualifying and get into the race session. And hopefully it's a good fun race. Like I said, it's not exactly the grid size we were hoping for last Wednesday, but I do believe we went a little south with advertising for the event itself. But hopefully this Wednesday will be much better. Looks like the posts have gained some traction, and folks have been skipping to the TikTok to keep up with the news. So see how the grid looks this Wednesday. Southern National, I've never ran that track, so it'll be my first time going there. So should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. We have just wrapped up qualifying. We're going to switch you back to our tower ticker now as we wrap this up. All right, let's get started here on the grid, shall we? Now moving into race. We've got the pace car there. And we'll go ahead and show those results for qualifying, see who had the fastest time. Looks like Zachary Audit took it away with a 38.499. Joseph Thibodeau, sorry, right behind him in your P2. P3, the other Joseph Thibodeau. Seth Bell, Tim Bates, Gregory Farmer in 6th, Matthew Corley in 7th. And Aaron Vogt in 8th. Boy, he squeezed in at the last minute, didn't he? I did not see him on that qualifying roster initially, so glad to see he made it. He's gonna be an interesting one on the track. He normally is. It's fun to watch. So we'll go ahead and get those off your screen now. Don't believe weather has changed much. Take a look at it real quick. Snapshot there, 75. Winds have picked up some more. No, they've dropped down to 7, still clear. Humidity's still about the same. You hear a couple of them out there revving up. Might want to consume that fuel. That 30% cap ain't no joke, especially on a track like Homestead. We ran it Saturday in the trucks, and man, I tell you, it's a different track. It was a lot of fun. I wish the result for Homestead could have been a little better. I finished in that one 16th. I was definitely capable of higher than 16th, but stuff happens, and we had many cautions that night. I want to say there was 8 total. So if you're looking for a race that was filled with wrecks, that's definitely one you should watch. And that one was broadcasted by our group over at Speed Zone TV, and you can check them out on YouTube as well. They are currently handling the broadcast and race control for our truck series. So as we get out on the track here now, everybody's getting squared away here. Should definitely be an interesting race, especially with only 8 people. You see Aaron Vogt there in the back, kind of bringing up the rear. Didn't get much qualifying time in. And the old 2-2, that number has since changed. He is now rolling with the number 2. Made that change this past week in our truck series, and pretty sure it'll be carrying over to all the other cars too. And we got Matthew Corley there. That is not his original number. He's usually in the number 95. However, with this being not a sanctioned league race, it does not recognize or register league numbers. So. And we got Tim Bates here in the number 5. It's a slick looking little car. I like those square bodies, man. I'm a fan of them every time. We got Seth Bell here in the 75. He is currently in 3rd position. And Zachary Audit up there in the front. Kind of swap back and forth a little bit here. Oh, looked like we had a crash here. Let's take you back to that and see what happened. Maybe just loss of control is what it looks like. Maybe, or he might have jumped a gear. I'm not real sure there. I'll jump back to the action here. Wasn't enough to trigger a caution, it doesn't look like, so that's always a good thing. We got Aaron Vogt. He done moved up from the back of the pack there to 3rd position. Just that quick. third lap in. Now, what's going to make this race interesting is the pit strategy and stuff. I do believe the street stocks, with them being lower horsepower, they did get a little bit better fuel mileage than the truck series did. So they got that going for them. But it still keeps it challenging nonetheless, for sure. Bring up our battle box here for the battle for first. It looks like Aaron just swooped in and took that with ease. Zachary Audit trying to make his move there on the inside. It looks like he got the nose out a little bit, just enough to take the lead back, and looked like he got a little defensive there with Aaron. You see there on the battle box, Aaron has moved up 7 positions from where he was at the back of the pack in just 4 laps. I mean, that's impressive, man. You can't mess with that. I knew this was going to be an interesting race, but main thing we hoped for was not a lot of cautions. I feel like cautions just really they take the fun out of everything. It's laps that get ate up. See Aaron Vogt there running about 132. 140. Definitely keeping it interesting between these 3 here. The number 2 of Zachary Audit and number 8 of Joseph Thibodeau, and the 22 there of Aaron Vogt. Definitely keeping it interesting. 3 wide there, coming out of the turn. And we're only on lap 7 of 50. 10 laps so far and no cautions. These guys are going at it. Let's see. Somehow Joseph Thibodeau there, he dropped down to 4th place. I'm gonna change up the tickers here for a minute. Give you the scroll across the top. And you guys chime in if you're in the chat, you're watching. Let us know which one you like more. We'll try to use those more. There are times where the tower is more convenient than the scroll across the top of the screen ticker. But you know, if you guys got one that you prefer more than the other, we'll run them. Whatever's easier for y'all to keep up with and see all the action. Some folks like the tower better than the ticker because the tower you can constantly see, you know, how far the gap is between the leader and the person running up. Which, speaking of which, we'll get that battle box put back up real quick. Looking at the battle for 3rd there between Seth Bell, Joseph Thibodeau, and Tim Bates. Looks like Seth Bell is currently rolling with that 3rd place position there. About a 48 second gap or so between him and Thibodeau. 50 now. It's kind of increasing that lead a good bit. Looks like Aaron Vogt has jumped back up in that 1st place position. And he has a gap. Now let's see just how far of a gap he's got here. Looks like he's got to have at least a 3-second gap between him and Aaron Vogt there in that number 22. Aaron's got such a lead that it's not even wanting to show us a battle for 1st because he's not close. Aaron has no one in his rear view right now currently. Putting together a solid run there. I mean, look at the distance between him and Zachary Audit. Like it just, look at that. And it looks like he's steady pulling away. Running pretty constant speed of at least 130. Yeah, he's definitely looks like Bates is now in 2nd place. And he's got a 3-second gap between he and Aaron there. Now the battle for seconds between Tim Bates, Seth Bell, and Zachary Audit. So Audit has done dropped down to 4th place now. Aaron Vogt still well ahead up there with almost a 3.5-second gap. That is insane. He is definitely putting that 22 to it. See Tim Bates there's moved up 3 positions. He's another one that's kind of really been giving it to him tonight. He I want to say he started what? Let's look at the results one more time here. He started in 5th position. So he's now up in 2nd. Get those back off the screen there and check it out and see if he can Aaron leading with a 3.94 second gap now between him and the rest of the competition. He definitely does not have anyone in his rear view there. Let's humor ourselves here now as we look behind him here. Look at this. Those cars are just now hitting the turn. He's already passing the finish line. That is a massive gap there. Looks like Tim Bates is trying to, or excuse me, that's Seth Bell. He's trying to close it. Still running about 4.5 seconds there behind Aaron. We'll have to see if he can do something with it. So we take you up front, riding along with Aaron here. We'll get some controls up for you. Show you what he's running, how he's running this track. As we ride up front, looks like he's got a car in his sights there. He's about to lap. You can hear them tires screaming, man. There will be a halfway caution at lap 25. So if we bring up our other tower here, we got about 5 laps to go before that halfway stage. Give these guys a chance to go in, get some fresh tires, get some fuel. I was a little off on the fuel. Definitely got enough to get around 21. He not showing any signs of going into pits. So he may very well only be one pit stop. If he can make it 25 laps, halfway cautions at 25, he can make it the full 25 without getting fuel. He'll only have to make one pit stop unless he goes back in for tires, or they're running similar setup to the trucks here. So we've got 2 spare sets of tires in the pits. He is gaining. Let's see what the he's got a 18-second gap between him and Zachary Audit, who is now in second place, and it looks like he is coming in for a pit. Got to watch that pit speed there. I want to say the pit speed was 50 miles an hour. Looks like he's going to take some tires there. Zachary Audit has now taken the lead, and so has Joseph Thibodeau. However, those guys are going to have to pit as well for fuel, and it looks like, oh man, he made it 2 laps shy of the halfway caution there. So looks like these guys here might be stretching it, trying to run the full 25 before coming in. Zachary Audit there looked like he may have wanted to pit, but did not. I do believe we may have just went. Nope, we haven't. These guys are still running, it looks like. Caution should be coming out here shortly. I believe it's as soon as P1 crosses the finish. There's Tim Bates there. He's done dropped back down to 5th. And there is the pace car there coming out, so we are officially under caution. Sounded like we just had a crash there. Let's take you back and see what happened. Looked like it involved Zachary Audit. Oh. I heard something with the motor there. I'm not entirely sure what that was that just happened. Yeah, sounds like his motor definitely just gave out. Eesh. Yep, he is stuttering there. His motor definitely gave. You hear it right there in that replay as well. Yikes. Kind of makes you wonder if he can. I don't think he's going to be able to coast that into the pits. Oh, wait a minute. Sounds like he's got a little bit of juice left in it. Oh yeah, he's limping it in there, man. Oof. Oh yeah. Looks like he just might make it there, coasting at a solid 31. But you gotta wonder what's that gonna do for him. It looks like Thibodeau's doing the same thing, possibly. And I knew they were gonna cut it close, but I didn't know they were gonna cut it that close. So Joseph Thibodeau there is now in the pits. He is still in first place. And looks like Zachary Audit made it into the pits. So looks like they're both taking tires as well. Oh, man. We see Seth Bell there. It looks like Aaron Vogt has managed to get himself back out in first. It's what I'm showing here anyway. Not entirely sure. So we see him making his rounds there. Let's check in with Matthew Corley there. He is currently in 6th position. Followed by Tim Bates there in the says 43 on his paint scheme. iRacing's registering him as number 5. It looks like Audit and Thibodeau have both made it out of the pits. And Aaron is making his way around. I do believe that this restart is going to have him back a little bit. My ticker is still showing first place, but I do believe that is because, well, no. Might be because they're under caution or haven't passed the checkered yet. May have gotten a wave around also. Looks like we may have had, I don't believe anyone was a lap down. That doesn't look that way. So I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. However, it is still showing Aaron Vogt is your leader, so looks like the leaderboard's changing up a little bit, but for the most part it's still showing Aaron as the leader there. Now it just changed. Thibodeau's back up. He is in first. Probably going to take a little minute here to get everybody lined up. Sometimes iRacing is a little bit challenged, to say the least, on restarts and getting people gridded up properly. So I am still currently showing Thibodeau in first, Vogt in second, Audit in third, Tim Bates is in fourth, Matthew Corley in fifth, Greg Farmer in sixth, and Seth Bell in seventh. Sounds like a couple of lucky dogs and waiver rounds going on there. And so we get ready to come out of this caution and get everybody going back green. Looks like we are back green now, so see what happens. Aaron Votes in third, Thibodeau in second, Zachary Audit holding down the first place right now. Let's bring up our battle box here as we cycle through, folks. And we are in a battle for first place. Aaron Vogt looking to close that gap in. We do have a couple of folks, actually everyone here except for Vogt, Audit, and Thibodeau are all a lap down. So just that fast, man, them guys got lapped. Look at Aaron coming in on the inside there. Oh, getting a little side-by-side action with Zachary Audit. And he is trying to make his move right on back up to first place. It looks like he's kind of biding his time. Ooh, Zachary Audit got a little loose there. Got a little sideways. Audit right on the heels there of Thibodeau. Looks like Aaron's going to stay toward that inside line there. Might try to make a pass on Audit. See if he's got enough. I mean, the gap he had on these guys earlier was pretty impressive. Oh, look like they're going to try to go 3 wide here on this stretch, possibly. Aaron trying to pick a side to get around Thibodeau there. Thibodeau's blocking defensively, and now Audit has slipped up into first place again. Aaron staying to that inside middle line there. Trying to see what his best avenue of approach is. Got his nose right in the bumper of Thibodeau there, in that number 8. Gets the pass on Thibodeau. Let's see if he can close the gap in on Zachary. Looks like he's already doing so. Got about a 10-second gap there between him and Audit. He's coming in on the inside. He's had some luck with that tonight, passing on the inside line there. And it looks like he's going to have some luck with it again as he slips up into first place. Will he extend the lead again like he did earlier on before that caution? The only reason he lost position is because he had to come in to get tires and fuel. Now, Audit's right on his heels there. Thibodeau's coming back up in the pack. And now it is back between them again. This has been an interesting one to watch for sure. Aaron got a little bit of a gap now between him and Audit. Oh, couple of sparks flying there, making some contact with the wall. Aaron hugging that outside line, dropping to the inside here. I do believe he's what he's trying to do here is keep the draft from being an part of the strategy here, effective strategy, so to speak. He's changing up his lanes, trying to keep these guys guessing. Homestead's only 1.5 miles, but especially in cars like these street stocks, even the trucks, you can definitely get some draft off of them for sure. Audit keeping that nose right at the trunk of Vote's bumper there. Thibodeau close in tow. Well, seen Vote get a little below the white line there. Keeping that line steady. Those guys keep moving in right behind him, though, trying to get that draft. $14 laps to go in this one. Now we saw just before that caution, Vote made it roughly 23 laps before having to come in and pit for fuel. And he may have been riding the clutch a little bit. So with these guys still being kind of close together currently, he's having to keep it a little more wide open, if you will. Yeah, he's running 144, so trying to establish that gap. However, the further that pedal goes down, the more the gas needle goes down. So will he get another 23 out of it again? And it looks like we just had a caution. Not entirely sure what happened there. Let's go back and watch that one. See here. Take off our battle box. Looks like it was Gregory Farmer who crashed there. Let's take a look at that instant replay and see what went down. It's coming into the turn there. Oh, he gets a little loose. Oof. And into the wall, man. Yikes. The whole front of that car's off. Oof. Sure, that's not how he was wanting that to go. I'm not entirely sure that... I don't think the caution ever came out. I don't believe it did. I think we stayed green for that just because it was a self-spin out there. Yep, there's the caution. I was surprised that that caution was that delayed. Looks like Aaron Vogt has gotten back in that number one position there. This would be a prime opportunity for some of these guys like Aaron. Go ahead in and pit, take some fuel. Well, Thibodeau and Audit they came in and pitted late. So they may be okay to try to stretch it. You see the car of Gregory Farmer there taking some repairs. Looks like Vote's going to go ahead and get him some tires. Tim Bates doing the same as well, taking some left sides now. Vote's back out on the track. So it is Joseph Thibodeau back in the lead. I do believe Aaron Vote had to serve a penalty there under that caution. And we are at 11 laps to go in this one. Checking to see where Zachary Audit is. There he is coming up. So it is looking like it's going to be Thibodeau, Audit, and Vote in your top 3 positions here to start this one back off. And it's looking like we're most likely going green with less than 10. Or right at 10. You see there in our battle box down in the bottom right, the gaps between drivers there. Aaron's got a 50-second gap between him and Audit, so he got fresh tires in pits, so maybe he's able to pull off another clean pass and get around these guys and take it home. We shall see. Pace car is off. And we are back green. Just 9 laps to go now. Aaron Vote trying to catch up to him. 8 laps to go. It's got about a second gap. 1 second, almost 1 second flat between him and the leader, Joseph Thibodeau there. And about a 8-second gap between Audit and Thibodeau. So Audit hot on his heels there. Rounding out the turn here, coming up on the finish line. Going to drop us down to 7 to go. Audit has that number 2 car right in Thibodeau's bumper, or did. A little bit of a gap now. Looks like Aaron Vote had to go into the pits for something there. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Audit has now taken the lead over Thibodeau. About a just under 20-second gap between those two coming into the turn here with 6 to go. They are coming at it hot. Ooh, Matthew Corley back there getting into the wall a little bit. Just 5 laps to go now. Audit has taken back that first place position from Thibodeau. A couple of these guys, Bell, Bates, Vote now. Farmer has had to leave. I'm assuming he took too much damage from that wall collision earlier. But Vote, Bates, and Bell are all a lap down now. I do believe Vote had to serve a black flag penalty on that last caution for passing the pace car, which I'm not entirely sure what happened there or why that legality was thrown. Hopefully we don't have incidents like that during the actual season, which, by the way, I think I mentioned it earlier before our little power outage incident, but Season 1 for the StreetStock series will start at the first of the year in January. It will be a 20-week long season. The races will be broke up into 5 races. Every 5 races, we will have a week off. And there will also be a playoff bracket in the end. We'll have a round of 12, a round of 8, followed by a round of 4 for the championship. Top 12 in points obviously advance into the round of 12. Top 8 into round of 8. Top 4, same thing. And then each round will have a series of 3 races, so points will restart for each round. So once the 3 races for round of 12 had concluded, the top 8 in points for that will go to the round of 8, and they'll do 3 more races. So there'll be 9 extra races. So in total, you're looking at about 29 races in total to find out who's going to be our Season 1 champion of the StreetStock Series Palmetto Racing League. So that's kind of an exciting thing there, and Thibodeau definitely took the win on this one. I'm not entirely sure what Zachary Audit is doing there. Kind of looked like he was trying to get into Thibodeau, maybe not. Maybe they're having a little fun with each other. Kind of looks like that way. Maybe these two know each other outside of racing. Hopefully they get all of that out of their system, because I go ahead and tell you now that that kind of stuff ain't going to happen in season, whether the race is over or not. So that is your winner for tonight. Let's see. We will pull those stats up for you real quick for those results. So your race winner tonight was actually Zachary Audit. And that is going to do it for us tonight. We hope that everyone enjoyed the broadcast and had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully we see you back here again for on Thursday night for the Wednesday night race this week at Southern National Motorsports Park. We thank y'all and hope everyone has a good evening.